is key. Although you're walkable.
Yeah, I could walk.
You can walk to things.
Yeah, not the Chipotle. Chipotle is further. I could walk to it, but it is further. But Cava's where it's at all day long. Especially, dude, you can... Once you get to Cava, the drive home, it's North Avenue. It's one road. You just
Super simple.
pull right onto it and you fly.
Yeah,
You
super
fly.
simple.
So,
Yeah, they're just begging for your money.
they can have it. I feel good after I eat it. You know, I feel very, very full, but like
In a good way.
I feel good full, and like I don't feel bad the next morning about it.
It's not a grease bomb. It's not.
It's not how I feel after I have the Mike's Hot Honey Lou Malnati's pizza the next morning. I do have a terrible morning the next, but gosh darn it, worth every bite. I would do it again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
That's the give and take with pizza.
that pizza in particular, the Jardiniere with the hot honey.
Never had Lou's Jardiniere.
I mean, it's delicious on the pizza.
Yeah, I mean it's always good.
Yeah,
They
love it.
have like a little tray of Jardiniere at work, like in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And sometimes when they do pizza, it'll be like a cheese pizza, whatever pizza. I'll put Jardiniere on it.
That's the move.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
so
been a while since
delicious.
I've done that, but I have done that.
That is just so good.
Shout out to Haley for teaching me that little hack at
Yeah?
work. Yeah.
Hairy enough.
Because she did it. I was like, bitch, what is that? What is that? She's like, it's Jardiniere.
It's so good.
I'm like, what?
It's the best, honestly. If you can get Jardiniere and like either Italian beef or even just a little bit of sausage, or something
Italian
on there.
beef.
Oh my god, that is a pizza. Holy. But anyhow,
Welcome.
welcome. If you're watching the YouTube, Harry's
welcome.
shaking his butt for you.
You're getting big butts today,
Good boy.
bud.
Come here.
So much butt. So
That's
much butt.
nice. Yeah.
But we're here.
We're back.
It's now July.
Yep,
Pride Month has come and gone.
that's true.
So it's no longer okay to be gay. But
Give it up, you guys.
it's okay to be hot. Because it is summertime.
Hot bitches summer.
And the world is on fuego.
Yeah.
It's been 90 and bullshit here. It's been, I don't know what the Celsius conversion is in Europe, but I'm going to say like 30 degrees Celsius.
Hot. All
Sounds-
you need to know is it's hot.
Sounds pretty hot. It's hot everywhere.
If you're a European, it's hot. If you're an American, it's hot. That's
At least
just a fact.
I'll give us the credit where credit is due, where we have air conditioning.
Yeah, I got
It was,
that going for me.
it was, I believe it was created here.
Thank goodness.
I believe we are the country that brought one of the greatest inventions ever to the world. And honestly, it's the reason why the South can be the South today.
Yeah.
Could
because
you
of the
imagine
AC.
living down there without air conditioning?
I'm sure
Texas, Florida,
Yeah, I can't.
fucking brutal.
It would be terrible. You know, a little bit terrible, but
Do you remember going to like Dallas and Houston for volleyball
it was so hot.
and stuff?
Yeah.
Outside, but anywhere inside,
Cold.
bone chilling
Yes.
cold.
Correct.
Air conditioning is on max.
Yes, they know.
Which I thought was wild.
Well, you got to remember that the even like the people down in Texas are a little bigger too, so they need to be
They're biggins.
kept at a cooler temperature. You know,
You're right,
otherwise,
you're right.
It could keel over.
Very quickly.
Yeah,
Very quickly.
I fear it could happen to me anytime. You
Heat
just never
is
know.
actually the number one environmental killer.
Yeah,
Worse than the cold, worse than floods and storms. It's heat. Heat does the most damage.
you know what they say in the Midwest? It's not just the heat; it's the humidity.
We're not a dry heat. We're a wet heat. We're wet,
Yeah,
and that is the worst. When you step outside and like your fingers swell, and then you can like feel the stickiness in your palms.
terrible. I'm
And I was-
anti.
And I was just talking to somebody about, I think I was at work, where it's like you're walking somewhere. I think I was talking to you actually maybe about this, where like you get there and you just start sweating.
Yep.
And like you're embarrassed because you're sweating and you're looking around all the other people who are also sweating, but you're wiping your forehead and you're just trying to like, I'm dry. Look at me. I'm dry.
The worst.
You're wet. I'm dry. I'm built different in this heat. But we're not.
No.
We're all dying. And I just learned that. So I take SSRIs
Okay.
on the daily.
Yep.
Because anxiety.
Woo.
And allegedly, SSRIs make you more sensitive to temperature.
Oh.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Now you know.
So, yeah, being in the heat, not for me.
Okay.
Not for me.
For me, it's going from hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's when it's over for me. But being in the straight up heat, I can handle that.
If I'm not moving,
I can move.
no.
I
gotta
play
be still.
volleyball. I golf.
No.
In the heat, 90, 95.
I gotta be still with a breeze.
Dude, you could do it.
Like for Wednesday, we went out to dinner for my birthday.
Yeah?
We went to this restaurant called Staropolska.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It was actually really good.
Oh, making me hungry.
It's off of Milwaukee, like North Logan.
Okay.
And I was sitting at home, like I just got home from work, and I'm like in pants and shit. And I'm sitting at home and I'm just like waiting for like somebody to be like, hey, we're going to pick you up because it's your birthday.
Right.
And like the reservation was like at 7 p.m. or whatever.
Of course.
So 6:45 rolls around, nothing. 6:50 rolls around, nothing.
Nothing.
And I'm like, what's going on, you guys? You guys are supposed to pick me up.
Yeah.
You guys are supposed to. I am the princess,
For sure. You
You're-
would think.
right? Like you are my Uva Java.
Yeah.
No. So like we have the Life 360 app, so like I can see where my parents are, where Nicole and Joe are.
They're all there.
They're all there. They're all there, and I'm still at home. So I'm like, well, it looks like I'm walking. So like when I was walking home from work in the pants and everything, like, and I got inside, I wasn't really that sweaty. Like it was
Sure.
chill. It was fine.
Yeah.
And the restaurant was maybe like equidistant, but the other direction from the train station. So I'm
Sure.
kind of walking double. And I'm walking. It's all going kosher.
Okay.
And then as soon as I like step inside the restaurant and stop, Niagara.
Oh,
Niagara
no.
Falls is falling from my eyebrows.
Dude, I've been there. I've done that. It's
and,
a terrible
and then my
feeling.
parents are just like, give me a hug. It's your birthday. And I'm like, don't fucking touch me.
Yeah, I'm dying.
Don't fucking touch me. Everything is sticking. I'm uncomfortable. So then I sit down at the table and I have like the fan. I'm just the menu and I'm just fanning
Oh, that
myself.
doesn't help. That doesn't help.
Oh, that's everything. I need that breeze.
That's like, man, I feel like that's instant gratification for not like long term. Like,
Well,
it
I
doesn't
didn't
actually
have like
fully
a
down.
pocket fan, you know, that you see some of the
know.
girls wear, but like I worked with what I had.
Okay, fine.
And it did give me temporary relief eventually after some ice water. We were back to
Okay.
normal, but
Yeah. Dehydration.
tis the season, and that, in my opinion, is what makes summer the worst.
Summer's it can be tough.
Yeah, unpopular opinion. Summer and I do not get along.
Really?
Ever. And I've been saying this for decades, it seems, where it's like, I mean, I'd say like the first half of my life, I was pretty depressed, such is life. And so like summer wasn't cute because I was sad and everyone wanted to do things and I didn't. But now it's like, I don't want to do things, but it's not because I'm depressed. It's just because I don't want to be in the heat. I don't want to sweat.
Yeah, it's hot out there. Nothing wrong with sweating though. That's the thing.
Ugh, I can't.
That's the thing.
Depends what I'm doing.
Sweating's good for you. It's a healthy bodily response.
It is. I will not
It's
say
so
the
like
other.
so when you sweat, you might be like, "Ew, gross," but you also might need to, look at the other side and think positively and be like, "If I wasn't sweating, that would not be healthy."
You're right. So in instances where I'm doing athletic things outside, sweat, I welcome the sweat.
Okay.
But if I'm like going out to dinner and I'm sitting on a patio, I don't want to be fucking sweating.
Can't change the weather, Mike.
I know, but I can change the location.
You could change the location.
And I can bring my ass inside next to an air conditioner, below a fan, waving a menu in my face to keep me cool.
Yeah, if it helps, it helps.
And that's what I want.
Fair.
And that's what I want.
That's totally fair. So, okay.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sofa Tomatoes, you guys.
Welcome.
10 minutes in.
And you don't even know who we are.
Now you do, because I'm Tom Sofa.
And I'm Mike Tomato.
And,
my social security number is 523-712-311. Right? That's enough numbers.
that could be enough numbers.
Because it's 324?
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you know your social security number?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
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 Yeah. I do too.
It's 9 numbers.
3 plus 5 plus 4 is 9.
3 plus 5 plus 4. No, 3 plus 5 plus 4 is not 9.
But
3 plus 2
plus 4 is 9. In my head, the math
9.
made sense.
Okay.
When I said it, it didn't. So,
yeah, you said all completely wrong numbers.
So that's not what matters. What matters is the answer.
Okay.
Don't read my work. Just read the answer.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah.
We're not checking for work out here. We're not in school anymore.
No.
We're just saying
been in school
answers.
in a long time.
We're just saying answers.
Okay. Whew. So you doing okay? Everything all right over there?
I'm doing okay. Full disclosure, like it's just not been my 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I would say.
Okay.
Anxiety has been high
Stress.
because the stomach has been annoying, and they have a comorbid relationship with the two.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a chicken versus the egg thing where I don't know which one sets off the other.
Interesting.
You know, I want to believe that I think it's my anxiety that sets off the stomach, and that's just how it goes, because it's kind of how it started before like all the panic and stuff happened. I was just having like really bad like acid reflux and all that stuff, and then I started having the panic attacks.
Yeah.
And then I got on meds, and then like I figured out the panic and stuff, and then like the stomach got better. And so now it's weird. So now it's like I don't know which one is the main cause, because what it feels like, or how it kind of like metastasizes, it seems like, where, you know, like the classic feelings of anxiety where it's like you got sweaty palms, sweaty feet, and you maybe like you feel weird tingly sensation in your toes, and
Sometimes I got a little pit in my stomach.
yeah. And then, you know, you take that feeling and then you add like a hot marble in your stomach,
A hot marble.
and those are like the two feelings that I'm battling.
Oh no.
And at least it hasn't like turned into like a full-blown panic attack. I haven't had one of those in a while.
Okay. Let's not.
Yeah, let's hope not.
No, let's just not do that.
And I don't anticipate it getting that way.
Okay, good.
But it's just something to be mindful of. And I think part of it also is I've had it too good for too long.
Oh, really? You've been flying too close to the sun.
I've been very Icarus. And that's mostly with like what I've been eating and the time of day that I'm eating. And then like not drinking enough water. I was been real fast and loose with coffee on an empty stomach.
Really?
So
Doesn't bother me that much.
oh, it kills me. That is the kiss of death. And I think that might have like been the beginning of it, if I really think about it, because it started like it was at work when I was like I would go to work. I was doing this intermittent fasting thing,
Yeah.
where like you don't eat for the first however many hours of the day. You
Okay.
only consume your calories between like noon and 8 p.m. or something. And so I was trying to do that. I was trying to see how that would fuck with my stomach, fuck with my metabolism, my mood, all of it. I was just kind of experimenting. And I was also smoking weed, so I wouldn't go to bed super early.
Uh-oh.
So I'd be tired
Little tie.
at work, and I need a little pick-me-up because now they got me doing too much. And I would do like vanilla lattes on an empty stomach,
Oh.
and it would fuck me up. Like the caffeine,
Risky.
like I needed the boost. I need, because I would crash so hard, but it just set my stomach off. It really did, and I've kind of been like playing catch up ever since, it seems.
Dang.
So the transition back to like the boring diet is to begin, which essentially is just kind of like butter noodles and salads.
Okay. You're gonna find your way back, and then we're gonna get a burger.
Sure, totally.
Okay,
I
once
got
you
a
get
burger
back-
on Thursday,
Well,
last Thursday.
okay. What was it?
Today's Thursday. So literally a week ago from today, Kami wanted to take me out for my birthday.
Oh, that's sweet.
So I was like, Kuma's is right down the street. We can just go to Kuma's.
Kuma.
Got a burger. It's a good burger.
Yeah, they do pretty good work over there.
And yeah, that's been it.
Okay.
That's been it.
Cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
My dang car, which I do love my car.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to Mazda. Everything's fine with it.
Oh, okay.
It I've been needing to get an oil change for like 2 weeks. It's just like I just put it off and put it off and put it off. And on top of that, like I'm driving too. I'm going 40 minutes this way, 30 minutes that way.
Yeah.
And I'm just like watching that thing and I'm like
Is the like signal on that says like you need an oil change?
kind of like I get like a little mechanic light.
Yeah, yeah.
That comes on. So yeah, that
Yeah,
was
the car
on.
is telling you please change me.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
And so finally after I think I was like maybe 600 miles over when it said that I should get the oil change.
Yeah.
And at that point I just feel like my car is just it's using gas more gas than it
Well,
should.
you have to be careful sometimes.
Yeah, I fear I'm going to bust the transmission up.
No,
just never know.
I don't know if the transmission would go in terms of like oil, but if you got bad oil, then I think what could happen is your engine can start eating the oil.
Yeah.
Which once that happens, you're kind of screwed.
Totally. So, needless to say, finally today I got the oil change, but I went.
How much?
Oh my God, I don't even want to say. It was like
I
$90.
It was $90.
Yeah,
Just an oil change.
just an oil change. Wham bam, thank you, man.
Damn.
It was brutal.
That is brutal.
Brutal. They got me.
Because it's not hard to change your oil.
I know. I've done it before.
Is your oil filter, is it like on the top of your engine-ish, or is
Yeah.
it like fully on the
I think
bottom?
it's on the top.
Okay. That's nice. That makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah, they did a good job though. It was
'Cause
fine.
I need an oil change as well.
Yeah, it's that time of season.
Yeah, I do
That
need
time
to
of
do
year.
that.
I literally didn't have any coffee this morning either, or myself, until after I had gotten home from the oil change. So I got in the line. It's literally like a drive-through oil change thing too. You don't even get out of your car for the whole thing, which is kind of chill.
Where is this?
Over here in Oak Park.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Oil Express or whatever.
Okay.
It was chill, but it's a shame that I need to have coffee at like 11 o'clock, 10:30. I have to start having coffee or something like that because my car was parked while I was waiting for the person ahead of me, and I'm just sitting there listening to my relaxing music anyway, and I just doze off a little bit.
Really?
Car's fully parked. There's nothing.
Yeah, you're
Nothing,
not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. Nothing's gonna happen, but I'm just kind of going in and out a little bit. So
Did the guy have to knock on your window saying,
No.
like, hey, it's your turn?
no, I got pretty good spidey senses. I was pretty aware of like the time frame of my little mini naps, but
Okay.
but there was a part of the nap where I was like, I could have been out for a while if I let myself. I was feeling the drowsiness, so.
How many hours of sleep you getting a night?
I'm getting a good amount of sleep. I'm a clean like 8 hours, 8-9 hours.
When do you go to bed?
About 10 o'clock.
10?
Somewhere between 10 and 11 o'clock,
Okay.
and then I'm up usually between 6 and 7.
Okay.
Problem is these damn dogs.
So you are rocking about like 7 hours.
10
So like 11.
10 to 6.
11 to 6
8.
is 7.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's 11 to 7.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
The problem is these dang pupperoos, who are so sweet and lovely, is they come in right at like 5:30, and I'm like,
Ready.
Yo, it's not time yet. Get the fuck out of the room.
Do you close your door?
We don't, because it's the AC. It stays cooler with
If you
that.
don't open your door.
With the door staying open.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. I would feel like if you close it, the unit that you have in there would keep it all.
You would think, but you'd be wrong.
Yeah.
You'd be false.
Yeah.
Incorrect. So they come in at 5:30, and I'm like, get the heck out of here. And then I'm dozing back off. And then right once I'm about to like actually fall back to sleep for possibly another 30 minutes, the other dog comes in. Click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack. I'm like, get the fuck out of my room now.
Sometimes, I don't know if you have this experience where it's like you're half awake, but you're half asleep, and you hear your pet come in, your stomach just kind of drops a little bit because then you're just like, you realize it's like, oh, this is over.
Yeah. That happens to me for sure a little bit, but I don't know. One thing that's nice about for sure Harry is he's easy to walk.
Yeah.
So it's a nice morning thing to do for me, is to get outside quick,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Get fresh air within the
Touch
first
some grass.
15 minutes of being awake. Get some fresh air. That's nice. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's nice.
Go for a little walk right out of bed.
That to me is a benefit to the dog life.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
It's great. And then I come in, and then I go for the second walk. I get to double down.
They can't walk together.
They could, but I don't like having the arms separate. You know?
Yeah.
And the pacing of both of these dogs are such polar opposites.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
And one listens and one doesn't.
Yeah.
So, like, one's going to be going with me while the other one's not going.
Yeah.
And then once in a while, the one that listens doesn't listen. So then it's either a 50% success or 0% success. And that just,
Fair.
those numbers are no good.
Yeah.
Those numbers are terrible.
It's low.
Yeah.
It's low.
And I like to have a free hand so I can hop on the phone quick,
sense, yeah.
or, get the doors nice and easy as well.
That was one thing when I was walking Remy where I'm not on my phone. I'm alert. I am vigilant as I'm walking this dog because
He's so strong.
one, he's an incredibly strong dog that could pull me over.
Yeah.
But two, I don't trust it. I don't trust Remy sometimes. I don't trust the other dog owners. But then I would walk by them and they're just like headphones in on their phone, like not giving a fuck about really anything. They're just holding a leash
I know.
at this point.
Yeah, it's crazy.
To which I'm like, damn, wouldn't you want to be like present with your dog?
Sometimes.
But I do understand the moments where you do just want to be like, get the fuck out of here. This is also my time.
Yeah.
Because
It's both.
Because I do that with Jolene for sure. Where she'll want playtime or whatever, and I'm like, no, bitch, headphones are in, and this is me time.
Totally. I mean, when I'm out there and if I have headphones in, I feel like it doesn't take anything away from the dogs. Like I'm still talking to them
Okay.
as much, and I don't have to worry about them talking back. I don't need to hear what they have to say. They're not saying anything.
I guess it's more of like being aware of my surroundings with the dog. Because the last thing I want is for them to like get spooked or something, and I have no clue why.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. The street that I walk them on, once you turn right at those tracks up down that way, it's a very like chill street. I feel like it's very, very chill, and it's wide patches of grass. So if I just like see anybody coming and going, I just take Harry on the inside. And then like there's 2 lanes that we can go no matter what, and it's clear, it's safe, it's all good, and I don't need to hear what the heck's going on.
Okay.
You know?
I understand that.
Something to think about when you get out there again with Remy, but He's a different breed.
I am not.
than
Oh my
my
god!
boy.
Yesterday, so I get home from work and I'm hanging out in the living room. I open Jolene's windows because to give her some window time.
Right, she deserves it.
She does, and so Joe's out front. He's cutting the grass or whatever. And I think Remy's out there with him. Well, he had to be. And next thing you know, I'm watching Succession again.
You are.
Which I love, and we will talk about that
Okay.
ad nauseum in a second. But I'm just sitting there watching my show, enjoying my show. Jolene's next to me. We're all vibing. It's cute. And then next thing you know, I hear like two dogs just going at it. And
Oh my God.
and then you just hear Joe screaming, Remy, Remy. And then, Nicole's upstairs, and then she runs out and she's like, Remy. And then eventually I think it was a neighbor
Oh my
that was
God.
walking by. So like they finally ended up like calming the situation. But the sound of a dog fight, a potential dog fight,
intense.
a dog aggressive experience,
Scary.
it's scary.
Yeah.
It really gets the goosebumps.
It does. It's intense. I definitely
And especially
know.
like Remy, he's a big. Oh, am I not in frame?
You're doing great. Don't worry.
Especially Remy, he's a big dog, right?
He's huge.
And he's a German Shepherd. He will fuck you up.
Yeah, I know.
That same guy who like came over and almost like had his dog get mauled. He goes to Joe and he's like, "What kind of dog is that?" And Joe's like, "A German Shepherd." He's like, "Oh fuck, it's pretty big for a German Shepherd." He's like, "Yeah, yeah,
He is big.
he is big."
He's a big boy.
But I think he's done. I think he's done growing.
Famous last words. I was looking at Harry yesterday and I was just like, you might have added 5.
I mean, I think Remy's gonna grow like out and round. I don't know if he's gonna get like much taller. I think he's just gonna get girthier.
I hope so. I'm
Yeah.
rooting for him.
I think he could be a chunk.
I want him to be thick as a brick.
He could be a chunk.
Yeah.
I've never seen a fat German Shepherd, but I know they're out there.
So you're watching Succession. You want to talk about it?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
Let's go. Run
Because-
it. Hold on. Let me get my butt situated. Hold on.
Yeah, get comfortable because we're going in on Succession.
All right. Run it.
Because you've watched this show.
Oh, fuck yeah. I watched
More than
the hell out of
once?
it. No,
Or just once?
Maybe once. Maybe twice. Maybe twice. Definitely once for sure.
Okay.
Maybe a couple seasons twice, but
I respect the criticism that a lot of like my black friends have said where it's like, it's a white show, I'm not interested.
yeah, kind of is. for
Because
sure.
it is. It's a 100. It is undoubtedly a white show. It is based off of the Murdoch family,
Yep.
who is white. In case y'all forgot, they are Australian oligarchs. Rupert Murdoch is the patriarch, and he has 4 kids. Lachlan is the new person. There's Prudence, who's like Connor, and then there's 2 others that I forget the names of. They're not that important, I guess. And I am just obsessed with. It's a perfect tragedy.
It really is so good.
It is a phenomenal tragedy. I have no notes. It is because I think you're in this like middle ground of comedy and tragedy, and the writing is incredible.
Totally.
The music is exquisite, and the acting is superb.
Agreed.
The actor that plays Kendall,
So funny.
Jeremy something, I think.
I don't know the names.
Either way, I don't know if he won the Emmy for the role, but he fucking should have.
He was excellent.
He was so good, especially in the last season. I'm the eldest boy. Like it's just, it's so good. And then
L to the
McCulkin,
OG.
Coley McCulkin's
Yeah,
character,
he's so
Roman
good.
is so good. I love the name Siobhan.
Siobhan.
But I also, I'm just like so in love with that like echelon of society.
Yeah.
I'm in awe of it. I'm fascinated by it. And the people that come from it, the personalities of it are just so fascinating to me.
Dude.
And I love also that like it's a play on real people,
Right.
so like, and I hate Fox News. I hate News Corp. I think Rupert Murdoch is arguably worse than Hitler.
Wow.
Undoubtedly, because his networks have promulgated the anti-climate change rhetoric since its inception.
Jeez.
And that's the reason why the environment is where we are today. So, he's done terrible and evil things, but the way that he navigates the world and the way that he's personified in this show as Logan Roy
Totally.
is awesome.
Yeah, it is good. Such
But-
an excellent show.
And the writing is so funny. And I think what's so good to me is, like, especially in the last season. So spoilers abound if you're not ready, because the show is ultimately a tragedy. It's nobody ends up getting what they want except for Tom and Lucas.
Yep.
That's it. And maybe Carolina, I guess, because Tom doesn't fire her allegedly. We don't know, but like that's what's hinted at. And there's some enigmas left at the end where it's like, does Shiv and Tom, do they actually love each other? Is there going to be resentment in that marriage forever? But they're pregnant, they're having kids. So
Yeah,
I
that's
love
so
like
crazy.
I love those questions. The relationship between Tom and Greg.
is amazing.
You can't make a Tomlet without cracking a few Craigs.
Totally.
It's so good.
It is so good.
Mo Lester, Uncle Lester McClintock, Uncle
Yep.
Mo. It's these characters that are based off of real personalities within this super high corporate billionaire life. And to me, like, first episode is so is like really does set it up well, where it's his birthday, right? Hates surprises, whatever, gets told the surprise but still plays along with it. So you do get a glimpse of like Logan is always in control, is always in the know, really sets up his character well. And then I think they're like after dinner or whatever, like, we're going to go play the game.
Oh, yeah.
What's the game?
The game is so terrible.
It's literally just baseball. It's like t-ball or whatever, or softball. But it's the fact that they're all in this $70 million penthouse on Fifth Avenue, New York. And then they all take private helicopters to their massive estate in the Hamptons to go play a game of t-ball.
Yep.
And then you get that scene where Roman like gives the groundskeeper's son, like, I'll give you $1 million if you hit a home run.
Yep.
Like, that also like shows the characters so well. It's those moments where it tells the character everything you need to know without like making it so obvious in your face.
Absolutely.
And I think that's why I love Succession so much, is that everything is played through in subtleties. It's the crux of the story, and what makes it such a good story is in the nuance of these characters talking to one another. It's
the
not
show where a deal never actually gets done.
Yes, literally. Yeah.
Nothing actually gets done.
Isn't that Seinfeld though?
Kinda, but
that's what I love.
that's
And
the whole show, though.
and I am-
nothing actually happens.
I'm
on that
fully
show.
obsessed with it. I'm probably going to keep rewatching it for a minute. I'm emotionally regulating
Got
on
to.
Succession.
It's phenomenal.
And to me, it's the music too. Like, the music gets me every time. I love that piano riff. It's just exquisite. 10 out of 10. And it's made by, what's his face?
What's his face?
Adam McKay and Will Ferrell.
There you go.
They're the executive producers of the show.
Yeah.
They're the reasons it happened.
Shout out them.
So good. So good.
We need them.
So I would love to have that show continue, but how it ended, I think, is perfect.
It did end well.
I do think like the ending was perfect.
The setup with the kids.
Yes. And I love the duality of the scenes where you get, so Shiv, Roman, and Kendall are all at their mom's villa or whatever. And Shiv finds out that she's being fucked over. And so the three siblings all agree to, quote unquote, like, anoint Ken.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in that scene, and they're in the kitchen, and they're blending up a meal fit for a king. And so you take that moment, this kind of like the one moment of almost like genuine joy the siblings all have together in the entire series.
Yep.
And then juxtapose that 2 minutes later when they're in that conference room and Roman has completely withdrawn. Shiv is, reading Kendall down, and Kendall is freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, it's so bad.
It's, I'm wet over it.
It's amazing.
It's such a good show.
It's incredible. Yeah, it needs a watch for me. Needs a watch for me. A
That's
rewatch.
good.
I got to.
Yeah.
So you finished it already on the rewatch?
I have, yeah.
Oh my god.
But partly because I've been putting on background, I haven't been diligently rewatching it.
So that's a good show for that too.
Yeah, it is.
Great show for
Yeah.
that.
It's really easy to just kind of jump back in wherever they are because the story is told through dialogue. So once you get a good bout of dialogue, you're back in really easily.
Right.
Instead of I missed this event, this scene, which isn't that important. It's really just these little subtle character moments that are played throughout the show. And I think acting wise, that had to be a fun experience.
Oh yeah. It was so luxe too.
Just play a rich douchebag. So good.
That
But a
is
lot
so
of the
good.
actors are British.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like Tom.
Tom is British. Shiv is maybe Irish or British. And there's the guy Logan, I believe, is a
Yeah.
Brit as well.
Damn Brits.
Yeah.
The damn Brits.
I love them. That's not a British accent. But I do. I love the Brits.
They're good.
British rock music is, in my opinion, superior rock music.
It's a good time.
Even though, America, we did it, but the Brits do it better.
Yeah, the Brits
They do.
good work.
And you can have it because we're done over here.
We're done.
We're done.
We're over it.
We got a big, beautiful bitch of a bill that's coming in hot.
Uh-oh.
Came in hot. It actually passed today.
Yikes.
So, but that's for the pulpit. Stay tuned when we talk about
tuned
that for the pulpit.
pulpit.
You'll get a brief glimpse at all the existential dread that I've been experiencing for the last 24 hours.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get into it.
But that's me. Are you still on Friends?
Dude, I haven't finished it yet. I watched a couple episodes of Friends last week. But I'm on Australian Survivor.
Is it a new season?
No, it's not a new season, but I've never watched any Australian Survivor before.
Okay.
So I started just the first season, and it's regular Survivor, but on steroids.
Okay.
It's insane.
So more intense.
More people. They're out there for a longer time.
Is it also in Fiji?
No.
No.
I don't know exactly where it's at.
Is it in Australia?
It might be.
Okay. Could you
But-
imagine if they're in the bush?
I don't think they
That'd be
are.
crazy.
That'd be terrifying. But it's really, really good. I'm enjoying that. And then I've been watching the golf anime Rising Impact
Yes.
with Rachel still.
Talked about that last
And
time.
It's just outstanding. It's so good. We're about to finish the second season here pretty soon, and it's got a nice crossover to the Knights of the Round Table in the anime. There's
Not familiar.
Lancelot and a couple other and they're golfing for the Camelot Cup.
right.
It's so good.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. The Knights Templar.
Yep.
Fuck, what are their names? D'Artagnan, I think, is one of them. No, that's the Three Musketeers.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah, and a lot of the characters are named after
the characters in
the
Camelot.
characters in Camelot. It's pretty cool. It's a
Okay.
good show. Really good anime.
Camelot has a real fascinating history. The Kennedys were Camelot.
Oh,
Yeah, JFK, the White House, Camelot, big thing.
okay.
So good reference. Good references.
Yeah. So we're getting through that, and then we're about to finish the 4 seasons show. We've been kind of slowly trying to go through that too.
Are you guys
sad.
Love Island
No.
watchers? Okay,
No.
me
No.
neither. I tried, because Demi, Aaron, Riggs, Meg, Kate, they're all into it, and so.
Fuck no.
And when I went to the lake house, which we could talk about how fucked that was,
Yeah.
that Reagan, God bless her, and she's such a good host for doing all this, but she did a full Love Island moment for Demi and like Bachelorette stuff.
Oh my god.
Where like you got a text and there were secret notes and a scavenger hunt and balloons
God.
and like all this shit, like really like went all out. It was super cute. It was super well done. Like Reagan, she does always turn it out, and good for her.
That's living life to its fullest, I must say.
But I tried watching a couple episodes after it because I was like, I need to know what this is. I'm also on like Love Island TikTok a lot. Like I'm getting a lot of the content.
It's terrible.
What a fucking awful show.
Yeah, not for me.
What a terrible, terrible show.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's like all the show is however long an episode is, maybe like an hour, 45 minutes or something. I don't totally remember. But it's nothing but a bunch of hot people all gaslighting each other.
That's terrible.
That's it.
I'm out.
That's it. And you're looking for love. You're looking for
lying.
love.
They're lying.
And then there's some characters on there who are like Trump supporters. There's
believe it.
one guy who thinks that he's like God's gift to women.
Oh, nice.
Crazy. And like the thing that kills me, it's like they're all hot people and they're all fucked up. But that's like what gets you involved, right? You're excited because you're watching hot people. It's a human instinct to be drawn to hot people. But just because you're hot doesn't mean your shit don't stink. And these people's
That's
shit
true.
is foul.
Facts.
It is foul.
That's a fact.
So I don't recommend Love Island. I would recommend a different love reality TV show.
Okay.
Fuck The Bachelor would be better than that bullshit.
No, I'm out on those. I didn't totally hate Love is Blind completely. I watched a little bit of that.
I watched the first season only. I've never watched any other season.
I just watched a little bit of a season or maybe a full season with Rachel. It was not my thing, but
That's better than
it wasn't terrible, I guess.
Love Island.
And then obviously Love on the Spectrum is excellent.
Yes.
It's an excellent show.
Yes, that is excellent.
But those are the only love shows that I'm really in on, aside from Survivor, which is a little bit of a love show once in a while.
It can
Once
be.
in a while.
Yeah, it can
So yeah, I'm out on Love Island. I won't be doing it.
be. Yeah.
No
yeah.
way.
Like that was the theme for the lake house. So, okay, so here's what happened that weekend.
Let's go.
So everything's kosher. We go to Costco. We buy all the booze. Everything's great. Fabulous. Everyone's excited. I'm excited. Aaron and Maggie pick me up. We drive to the lake house. Everything's going great. We're helping Reagan set up. We're drinking champagne. I have a glass of wine.
Yep.
Lovely. 9 p.m. hits.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm ill.
Oh no.
Ill.
Oh.
Where stomach nauseous, chills, aches, feeling feverish. So I'm sitting outside as they're like making pizzas in the pizza oven, and I'm like, you guys don't hate me, but I need to go lay down. I need to lay down.
Oh my god.
So I go up to the orphanage, which is just like a big room upstairs with a bunch of like twin beds and stuff. They call it the orphanage. It's very cute.
Okay.
And so I'm in the orphanage. I'm laying in bed, and I'm just like, I'm tossing and turning. I can't get comfortable. I can't do any of this. Meanwhile, everybody's downstairs having a great time. It's lovely, whatever. So after the first like hour goes by and it's getting worse, I'm like, oh no, this is not it. So I eventually I stand up and I walk to the edge of the room to go turn the lights off because I've just accepted that like I'm probably gonna be here for the rest of the night at this rate.
Yeah.
So I get up and go turn the lights off. And you know how like when you like walk with the fever, you just know you have a fever?
For sure.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
I do, absolutely. It's
And
terrible.
so I felt that and I was like, fuck me. So I text Nicole because her and Joe are at home, and fuck them stupid not having iPhones, and I'm in the middle of bumfuck Illinois. So
Oh my God.
I send this like long message about like, these are my symptoms, this is what's happening. And then like another smaller message where it's like, can you come pick me up? So of course she only gets the part that says, can you come pick me up? So then obviously probably thinking like, oh no, Mike's dying or he's being bullied or something. So and then like after her response, I'm like, all right, well fuck me, I just like end up having to call her. So I call her, tell her everything that's going on, and she's like, "Oh, I mean, it's gonna take me 3 hours to get there if that's what you want to do." And Joe was like, "I'll do it. I'll go get him. I'll go get him right now." And I'm like, "Joe, shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah,
no,
right.
it's fine."
Yeah.
And then,
Big man.
which I mean, like, he is that type of person. Good,
nice guy.
good for him. Whatever.
Yeah, somebody's gotta do it.
But my dad was going to Harvard the next day,
Mm-hmm.
which is like halfway between Chicago and the lake house, because his van was there at Bob Small's farm, and he was just
Yeah,
gonna go pick it up,
good.
whatever. So I end up calling him, and I'm like, "All right, dude, here's the skinny. I'm dead. I'm dying. I don't want to be sick at somebody else's house while everybody else is like trying to have
Partying.
fun. So can you come get me in the morning?" And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. So he gets my car and then drives over, picks me up, and then we drive to Harvard, get his car, and then we drive home. So do that. I get home, feeling a little whatever, but like pretty functional. Like I'm not like dead to the world. I took some meds or whatever. I go to sleep. I sleep for like 13 hours, 12, 13 hours.
Oh my gosh.
And I wake up like nothing ever fucking happened.
Just a little bug.
Like nothing ever
bug.
fucking happened.
Jesus.
I was fuming when I woke up, and I didn't want to tell the girls where it's just like, yeah, I'm all good now, like it's fine. So I was just like, yeah, guys, I'm dead.
Oh my god.
So I mean, they'll find out if they listen to this, where it's like I told a little white lie, but like I was genuinely sick, and then literally 24 hours later, maybe like 48 hours later, like nothing
Bounced
happened.
right back.
Which was so frustrating because like I was at the lake, I was there, I literally had a 4-day weekend.
And you bought all the booze.
And I bought all the booze, which I have not been reimbursed for, but that I haven't texted them about it, which is fine. I'm not strapped for cash.
Ladies, listen to this podcast.
Send me money. No. But so like that was the thing that happened this weekend that sucked. And then another story. I got stories.
Let's go run it. We got time.
So that was that weekend. The next weekend, we're celebrating Father's Day because we everybody had things going on for like actual Father's Day. I was gone for the lake house. I was sick, whatever. And then Nicole was gone for a bachelorette. So we were doing Father's Day this past Sunday.
Okay.
We're
Playing a little catch up.
yeah, and so Nicole books. You remember the Sea Dog at Navy Pier?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we book tickets to the extreme ride of the Sea Dog.
Okay.
To which I don't read the invite or the ticket or whatever. I'm just thinking like, sick. We're gonna go on this boat. We're gonna zoom around Lake Michigan for I think it's like 30 minutes or whatever. Get off the boat, and then my parents wanted to do like a reservation at the rooftop offshore place.
Yeah.
And so like, great. We'll do that. That's gonna be the day. So we get to Navy Pier. Everything's like going according to plan. I'm with my parents. Joe and Nicole separate to go put in a reservation at the rooftop
Yep.
because they don't take them over the phone. So no, we go to Margaritaville.
Have to.
Have to.
Love that.
Go to Margaritaville. My mom gets a marg, and then my dad and I, we each get a beer. We're vibing. We're waiting to hear back from Nicole. We got like 30 minutes to kill before our boat ride.
Okay.
So we get set at the bar, and I get a phone call from Nicole, and she goes, "Hey, so somebody got stabbed outside the beer garden.
Oh my God.
And Joe is now doing chest compressions. So we're not gonna check in at the rooftop."
Yeah.
To the point where like I'm trying to translate this to my parents, where it's like, so somebody stabbed, not Joe. He's doing CPR, and so we're just gonna do something else.
Oh my God.
So meanwhile, as this is all happening, as there's literally a dead man at the beer garden because the man, he did pass, unfortunately.
No. R.I.P.
Like Navy Pier is functioning like nothing is happening. Literally, I'm looking out at like the walkways. I'm looking out the restaurant. Everybody's going about their lives. Like no, there's not a dead person 20 feet away.
Oh my God.
It is crazy. So Joe, does his thing. He's got blood on him, washes off and stuff. And then everything's still going according to plan. So we get up from Margaritaville, and then we go get on this fucking Sea Dog,
Oh my gosh.
which I don't know if you've ever done the extreme ride of the Sea Dog,
Not the extreme.
but in the fine print it says you will get wet.
yeah.
And when I was thinking you will get wet, I'm partially thinking like, oh, like we're out in the water, you know, they'll do turns
a
and
little
shit.
bit,
You'll get a
yeah.
misting. We'll get a misting. Bitch, fuck a misting.
Soaking wet.
We were drenched by the time we were done with this boat. Literally,
Oh my
what
God.
that does is like the boat will do like donuts, and then this massive wall of water just comes over the entire boat
Oh my god.
and soaks everybody. There was a couple behind us, and they were like dressed in like nice clothes. And my dad turns to them and goes like, "You guys, have you guys done this before?" They're like, "Yeah, we love it." And so I'm like, "Do I need to take my sunglasses off?" She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna want to take your sunglasses off." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "Are we gonna get wet?" She's like, "You're gonna get soaking wet." I'm like, "Oh, great." And she was correct. We got soaking wet.
Oh my god.
And it's a 30-minute thing where you do like kind of like 3 bouts of rides, and then there's like a little interjection from like the host person that says like, "Look at the Sears Tower, look at how deep Lake Michigan is," whatever.
Aw,
And it was wild.
That is wild.
It was fun. I did not expect to get soaking wet. So as we're all getting off the boat or whatever, we all look at each other like, "So we're going home, right?" We're all going home.
yeah.
So we did. We ended up all going home. We all go back to my house. Everybody
course.
like throws their clothes in my dryer, change clothes, and we go like to Chief O'Neill's and get a meal, and that was the day.
Beautiful. Not bad.
No, not bad at all, but just
Hilarious.
not what we expected. A stabbing, soaking wet boat ride. It turned into a lot that day.
Wow. These things just never go as expected.
No, and it was very Chicago.
So Chi-Town.
Very, very Chicago. And then today, as I'm driving here, I'm elbow deep in traffic.
Yep.
Nothing like a traffic on a Thursday night in the city of Chicago.
Brutal.
And I'm listening to "Here Comes the Rain Again" by the Eurythmics,
So good.
which, you know that one. It's like, "Talk to me
Yep.
like lovers do."
I
Yeah.
do.
So I'm listening to that song. I'm jamming. I'm vibing. I had stop and go traffic. I turn to my right or left, and I see literally this couple fucking beating the shit out of each other.
Oh my god.
Beating the shit out of each other.
No.
As "Here Comes the Rain Again." Like lovers do. Like
my
it was
God.
so I generally I should have recorded it because like the juxtaposition was kind
Yeah,
of funny.
perfect.
Where it's like, "Talk to me like lovers do," and then this bitch is just like roundhouse like
God.
uppercut this guy.
Oh,
And that to me is Chicago.
that is a little Chicago.
That was wonderful to see.
There you go. So you got all that going for you.
I do. There's things happening.
Things are happening
You
in your
know,
life.
internally things are happening. Externally things are happening.
Good.
You just gotta find those moments that make it all worth it.
There you go. Those are great stories. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Those are so good.
You got any?
Any recent stories for you? I would say probably not. Actually, I haven't been doing anything too crazy. To be honest with you, I've been just still golfing, and like I said, work's been a little bit more crazy, so I haven't been getting myself into any crazy situation.
Have you reached out to my dad to go golfing yet?
No, it's on him now. I mean, it's,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
available now. I feel like he's your dad when he's available. He just has to be like, "Hey, I'm ready," and I'll say, "All right, let's go."
I think maybe the two of you like just don't know who's gonna initiate.
You think I gotta just text him?
I think so. Because when we were out for Father's Day, he's like, "Tommy hasn't said anything to me," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
Okay, well, I that's fine. Whatever. I'm certain that I told him last time. I said, "You just tell me when you're ready," type of
Right.
thing. But
Right.
maybe I'll shoot him a text. I'll let him know. I'll be like, "Hey, 18 today. Get your golf shoes on, Tom Amato.
Bring your wallet.
Bring your wallet. We're gambling."
He's not a scorekeeper.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
As an F.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually golfing tomorrow, a little 4th of July, 18.
Lovely.
with the boys.
Lovely. Very America.
Which will be a good time.
So much America.
And then little partay in the evening, little get together, little chill get together.
Here?
Not here, no, at Noelle's place.
Cute.
Over by you, actually. She lives over there.
She lives in Avondale?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Or
Okay.
right by, yeah, like literally right by that Kuma's.
Oh, yeah. Literally practically my neighbor.
Yeah, close to that Kuma's. Pretty close, I think.
Vibes. Nicole and Joe said they were going to do something, but I don't know if that's happening. I was fully planning on doing nothing.
Yeah.
I really was.
You should do nothing.
So, because it's my Friday, I don't have therapy because the holiday.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but I fucking love a do nothing day.
Oh, yeah.
It might be my favorite thing.
Yeah, do nothing day's good. I definitely enjoy those days. But I mean, I still like to do stuff with the do nothing, you know?
So in my do nothings, it's usually like a lot of like dancing around my apartment, cleaning, hanging out with Jolene, just rotting, watching TV.
Yeah, that's fun.
Or what I've actually recently, I guess we could talk about it here. So moving forward with Pulpit, I think I'm going to invest in some mics and a recording device, and I'll record Pulpit. I'll go home. I want to edit. I want to do some editing and then do some posting.
Run it.
Cuz I want to do like intro music. I want to do outro music.
Okay.
I might want to do music that like shows like the segments, like for each segment each one has like a corresponding intro or something.
Learn how to do it. We'll add it to everything else, make everything better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Done.
It needs to happen.
Yeah, no, we need it.
Because when I listen to like other people with podcasts who are like well established in the media or in the scene, whatever, they have intro music, outro music. It's
we got nothing.
It's a little bit more produced. We're very like just shooting from the hip.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with that vibe.
Yeah, we're having fun.
But I think we can doll it up a bit.
We're gonna.
We can. Yeah, we can add I don't know, some value. What's the not value, but like
a little more character.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Add to the ambiance.
Yes. The Beyonce of it all.
But I'm down.
So I
thought of it, but haven't. It's a commitment.
I picked out my outro music. I have yet to pick the intro music for the Pulpit. I can show you.
You'll have to. I'm interested.
I don't have it. I mean, I just have the songs on my iPod.
Yeah.
Or on my phone. But yeah, I'm going to do that.
Love it. I
so
love that.
Next week you will get an episode of So for Survivors, but the following week will be an edited Pulpit episode.
All right. Run it.
Yeah.
Fucking run it. I love it. Okay. Do you have a hill? Care to hill?
Oh, yeah, I do.
You're so not ready.
No, I do have a hill.
Okay.
So, recently, I'm going to work, right?
Yeah.
I'm a commuter. I do what I can
on
these commutes, okay?
Okay.
And something that's recently...
Your hill's going back to the train?
Always.
Okay.
Something that's recently been happening is that I will, on the commute home, I have no desire other than to just be home at this point. And we'll go through all the stops from, I get on at Clinton and it takes me all the way to Belmont going north. And we hit every stop and like nobody's business, everything's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. As soon as we leave Logan Square, which is the stop right before mine,
right,
we make our way through the tunnel and then we stop in the tunnel. Always. So I'm sitting there in this tunnel between Logan and Belmont for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. You know, we're waiting for signal clearance, whatever they say over the intercom.
Trying to get the green light.
Girl, fuck you. Let me get off this train and walk. Let me
go.
Let me out of here.
Yeah.
I hate it. I can't stand it, especially when whatever car I'm in, I can like see the tile of the platform.
Yeah.
Like I can see the
So close.
and it's just like open the door.
Open the damn
Just
door.
open the door.
Oh,
And there is like those emergency pulls like at the, top of the door.
yeah.
But I'm not that person.
No, not yet.
There was one time I was on the red line and a guy did that like as we were mid route.
Crazy.
And he just opened it and I was like, I'm moving cars, thank you.
Scary shit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
I've seen some shit on the train.
Yeah.
But the blue line, like North Blue Line, so the one that runs from O'Hare to the Loop, is really fine.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like the
Line.
blue line is so sketchy compared to the red line, and like it's just as bad.
Right.
Bitch, no, it's fucking not. The blue line is much cleaner. Heartburn. The trains are newer. It's usually a bunch of commuters, so you're not getting a lot of like transients that just kind of ride the train all day.
Totally.
So I have no patience for the people that say like, I will never ride the blue line or the red line. They're both bad.
Oh my god.
No, shut the fuck up. And these influencers, these TikTok fluencers, these shy fuckers who are like, come with me to go on the red line for the first time. And they like try and make it like it's this unique experience and so boutique to Chicago. And it's like, no, bitch, you're getting on the red line at Addison and you're getting off at fucking North and Clybourne. Like, fuck you. You're not riding the red line. You're going from Lakeview to Lincoln Park. You're not experiencing the fucking red line.
This is your culture.
Yeah.
They're making a mockery of it.
They are making a mockery of my culture.
It's unacceptable.
It's blasphemous.
You shouldn't stand for it.
I'm ready to commit a hate
You're
crime.
gonna have to do something.
So that's my hill, though. That's my hill is that let me off this train. If I can walk home faster, let me off this train.
That's funny because my hill also has to do with efficiency
Okay.
and transit. I'm gonna go ahead and I'd like to pick a bone. I got a bone to pick with the people who like run Apple Maps.
Oh. Okay.
Which, it used to be not pretty unreliable but way back when Apple Maps begun.
Yeah, I remember when it first rolled out, it was really sketch.
It used to get you like, 2 minutes away from where you were trying to go or 5 minutes away, and then you had to kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's gotten significantly better. It generally works pretty darn well. But tell me why, and I got to know, why it won't give me like alternate routes on multi-stop things that I put in
like
there.
trips.
Yeah, like for example, if I want to go golfing and it's 30 minutes away and I want to hit a Dunkin' on the way,
Okay.
it gives me one route. But if I put in from here to a Dunkin', I can choose one of 3 routes. If I put in here straight to the golf course, I could choose one of 3 routes.
Okay.
But it only gives me one route if I put both of them in. It won't let me choose alternate.
Okay.
And I think that is Bush League. That is
Yeah.
bullshit.
I agree.
Because I was going to a very, very far course up north, and it was like trying to get me to go to Lakeshore in order to hit the place that I was trying to hit halfway.
It was taking you from here to Lakeshore?
Yeah, well, I was going up towards Mundelein, so like pretty far north from here.
Okay.
And I wanted to stop like in Palatine at like a Benny's.
So it was going to take you to Lakeshore
It
Drive?
was having me take Lakeshore up through Chicago at the time of day. Was like the fastest.
What hour was
fastest
this?
way. It might have just been the middle of a weekend, middle of the day weekend or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Either way, it
Damn.
was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like that was the only route it was giving me for the multi-stop. But if I just put in the Benny's that I was going to in Palatine, it gave me 3 other options, and 2 of the 3 options were faster than going the way that it was recommending. So I'm just trying to say, like, how do we not have that figured out?
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually a really.
That's a ridiculous situation, and
Yeah.
I'm pissed about it.
Does
It makes-
Apple give you like a bug submitter feature?
I'm
the
sure.
map?
I'm sure that I could report something, but I mean, it's such a specific thing. They just
You're
need-
right.
they just should have it figured out.
Well, they
and
got
I'm
a new
pissed about
iOS
it.
coming out soon.
There's no way they're gonna. That's what.
I don't know if that's involved, but I know
iOS solved this one thing.
I know
only
CarPlay is getting an update in the new iOS.
Okay,
where
that's
you
cool.
can do like widgets
Ooh.
in CarPlay.
Okay.
So that'll be cool.
Okay. I'm open to that. I wonder. Do I have to take my car to the dealer to update
Ooh,
CarPlay?
I don't know. See, that's something I have to figure out with my car as well, because it is like a computer essentially.
Yeah, you gotta like there
in the
are
dashboard?
updates to CarPlay,
Yeah.
so something to think about.
So I do have questions about updating of the computer in my Subaru,
Yeah,
but I guess I'll deal with that when I have to call the dealership for this oil change, because like I said, I have to get my oil changed, and then they call me and they're like, come get your oil changed and we'll do a tire rotation. And every time they call me, I'm at work and I'm just like, yeah, goodbye. But I keep forgetting to ask that, is this service covered under this bullshit warranty that y'all have got me to pay for?
yeah.
Because if it is, then I only have to pay the deductible, which it's $100 to change my oil and rotate tires, which isn't that bad for
Right.
for those two services.
Mm-hmm.
But then I might just like, if it's not, then I'm going to change the oil myself,
Totally.
and then I'll just pay to get the tires rotated at the deductible, which if that's what it does. But yeah, I have to figure that out. I gotta make some phone calls after the holidays.
You're gonna solve it. It'll be figured out. Easy peasy.
Yeah.
One call. Won't even take two.
But yeah, my car is due for some little maintenance.
Yeah.
I should also clean it out a little bit too.
Yeah, mine needs a little cleaning.
Because what does Kris Jenner say? A dirty car tells you a lot about you.
Okay. Sure.
She told, I mean, we love the Kardashians. At least I do.
Yeah.
And there was an episode where like Kris was telling the girls, like, if you get into a man with a dirty car, you're gonna have a bad time.
Hell yeah. Okay. Fair.
And I'm like, you know what, Kris? You're right. Because every time I've been with a man and he has a dirty car, it was not a good experience.
There you go. 100% proof.
Evidence.
Yeah.
Empirical.
Empirical.
Repeatable.
Done. Good. You got anything else?
No.
No?
I'm just loving on Harry right now.
Yeah, he's being a sweet boy. Well, this has been a lovely, lovely episode of Sofa Tomatoes.
So lovely.
I
Lovely smell.
appreciate anybody who tunes in, and shoot us an email if you have just a brief second.
Shoot us an email at sofatomatoespod@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Leave a comment. You
Yeah.
can comment on Apple and Spotify.
Subscribe.
So I want to read a comment that says, Mike Tomato is the most beautiful person I've ever seen. Why is he not in my pants right now?
There you go. Somebody comment that, please. So, that's what I got.
So that's it, y'all.
Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks so much for tuning in.
So many badas, so many bings.
And we'll see you next week.
I'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.